Hello everyone. Welcome to my series, Simple Recipes by Terri. And I'm bringing back an oldie but goodie. It's a focaccia bread, but this time it's going to be filled with mozzarella cheese and my homemade garlic butter. So it's going to be a garlic butter mozzarella focaccia bread. So let's get into it. First I have my warm water that I'm pouring into my stand mixer. And then I have my yeast. And this I'm going to use, you can use sugar or honey. And I usually spray I'm going to use honey, so I usually spray my measuring spoon so that the honey will come out well. And that's a tablespoon. Okay. All right, and then we'll go ahead and mix that. And then we'll let this yeast activate. Probably take about 10 minutes to activate. All right, now that my yeast is activated, I'm gonna go ahead and add my oil, olive oil that is, and my bread flour. And I'm using bread flour this time instead of all-purpose flour because I think that the mozzarella cheese will do better with that. Will melt into all those crevices. Now we'll go ahead and let this mix until it becomes formed but really sticky. All right, it's been 15 minutes, and now I'm going to do a stretch and fold, just like this here. And it seems pretty wet, but that's what's going to help it have its all those nice pockets that this cheese is going to just melt in. All right, now we're going to cover this for another about an hour, and then we'll be back. All right, my dough has fully risen, as you can see. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on my hands. I do have oil in my pan, so that I'm gonna go ahead and put my dough in my pan here. Oh, that dough looks really good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my mozzarella cheese on top here. Maybe half of it, not half, but some. And then my homemade garlic and herb butter. I'm gonna put some of that on top. And then I'm going to stretch and fold. Stretch and fold. Stretch and fold. Stretch and fold. Spread it out a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I want that cheese throughout the bread and the butter too. Okay, is that it? Just stick to me. All right, I'm gonna stretch and fold, and then I'm going to leave this in here for another 20 to 30 minutes, and I'll cover it with saran wrap and let it sit for another 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'll finish the topping and do my dimples, and I'll be back. All right, let's go ahead and finish our focaccia bread. I'm just going to kind of spread this out as much as I can and do my dimpling. And then I'm going to save the rest of my cheese and the rest of my butter to put on top once this is done. So now this is going to go in the oven for 25, about 12-15 minutes. Here it is, the focaccia bread. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put some extra butter on top, the garlic, homemade garlic butter on top. And then I'm gonna put some of that extra cheese on top. And then I'm gonna put it back in the oven for about another 5 or 10 minutes. Here's the rest of my cheese. Another 5 or 10 minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll cut it and taste. Here we are with the homemade garlic and herb focaccia and mozzarella. I did cut a piece out so that we can taste it. Oh, look at that cheese. All right. That's so good. That's really, really good. You too can make this homemade garlic and herb mozzarella focaccia bread because it's just that simple. And don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you for watching.